Peace and love. It's your boy Indigo Supreme here. I don't get on YouTube much, but I need to get on YouTube. And I just want to, honestly celebrate all the individuals that are tapping in, that are curious, that are, new to this quote unquote spiritual journey. I'm an individual that has an overactive mind, and it's never not thinking of something, okay? And personally, it feels like I just need to get a lot out, but I know that it's information that helps me, but also can help the collective of people that are also going on this spiritual journey. And honestly, it's a no better time to be embracing this spiritual journey. We live in a historical, biblical time in the cosmos, and honestly, we're being watched. But we know that we're being watched. But we're being watched in a way that I don't think the average human mind can truly understand it. But I think it's cool though. So the best thing that I believe that we can do is just embrace the journey that every single individual is going through, that's different and unique and beautiful, regardless of the journey. It's an opportunity for us to connect with God, with nature, to be our own individual channels, you know what I mean? And a lot of times it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of grace and kindness to oneself to truly process and integrate everything that is happening inside of you, okay? I'm not talking about the outside world that's happening. I'm not talking about the physical. That's the physical abundance and prosperity comes from the process of giving yourself grace, being patient with yourself internally first before the physical. Because whatever we're experiencing internally is pretty much what we're going to experience in the physical. They say, as within, so without, as above, so below. So that's one of the hermetic principles that honestly can change our perspective of everything if we learn how to really practice this way of being. And it's a values thing. I think as we all go on this journey, like, we gotta navigate our values and the things that we find important. Me personally, the spiritual aspect, my internal world is more important than anything else that's happening on the physical, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm a person that likes nice things. I like to be in nice environments. I like to, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. So anything that I come across, ideally, is gonna be nice, okay? So, and that's really just a reflection of what's going on internally, you know what I mean? So, there's no such thing as a coincidence in our experiences, we have to become the observer in our reality. We're not the one that's the thoughts. I'm not my thoughts. I'm the observer of my thoughts. Whatever comes to my mind, I have an opportunity to embody that thought by speaking it, or pretty much like consenting to it. That's what we're doing. We're consenting to that thought by speaking it. okay? Because that's who you truly are. If if you are gonna speak something, then that's really who you are. Because now it's like you're channeling from the throat, which is I would say I don't know why I want to say like the God chakra, because in reality it's like, yo, you have the ability to create with speaking, because whatever you speak, that's who you are. That's who you are. That's what you end up experiencing. That's why they say always be careful of your words and your tongue. You curse someone out, you think you're cursing someone out. No, you're cursing your own reality, unfortunately. So that's why knowledge is power. You got to be able to have self-control over your tongue. Literally, like, if you speak it, you gonna feel it, and you gonna be projecting that outwardly, not knowing that you're gonna push it out. It's gonna come right back. It's gonna keep going in a circle. So it's best to really be intentional with everything that we speak. You know what I mean? And being a guy, I've always been very observant. I think that was a gift that the Most High gave me in my journey. As a kid, I was very quiet. I didn't talk a lot. I think I was a class clown, though. I think I was a class clown. I mean, I had the opportunity of being in small classrooms, so I don't think my classrooms were no bigger than 13, 15 students growing up as a kid, so like I had classmates that I had great relationships with, and I was probably more vocal in the classroom, or around people I was comfortable with. But to be honest, I'm not the one that's about to be raising my hand, asking, reading. Nah, I didn't do much talking unless I was trolling. I was a big troll. But other than that, very observant at home with my family. I think I've always been extremely sensitive to energy. And when people are projecting out a certain energy, I guess I was observant of it. I didn't try to match that energy or to give in to it, because my spirit just wasn't attracted to it for whatever reason. But, I'll tell you, you're on the journey. For the ones that are on the journey, understand that your DNA and your cells are constantly listening to you and waiting on you to tune it to whatever frequency you want it to be on. Cells are always waiting patiently for you. So that's also me sharing that you are your ancestors' DNA. Ancestors from, literally from the beginning. We only know from 2, 3, 4 generations from the beginning, and we really don't even know the beginning. Like, if you have copper skin, you're actually from the ground. You got melanin, we're all from the ground, to be honest with you, okay? We're all from the ground, but it's levels to it. It's always going to be levels in this game that we are experiencing, okay? But for the people, the indigenous people of America that I'm talking to right now, understand that you come from the soil. And that DNA is so ancient that, one, you are experiencing your ancestors right now as we speak. My ancestors are speaking through me as I speak, okay? And we're having the opportunity to transmute it and to change it in a way that can, however we want it to be, but can be beneficial for us. It's all about your intentions. You know what I mean? So I definitely encourage you to change those cells, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you have certain habits that you're trying to fix, you have the ability to change it. Just have courage and be okay with the change. It's not going to be comfortable. This experience that we're experiencing is not supposed to be extremely comfortable, but the more that you practice, the easier it gets. And it's practice. It's not it's not like I said, something that's supposed to be easy, because I don't think it's easy for any of us. You know, even me, the stuff that I do every day, I just have to make the choice and understand that this game of life is about choices, and it's levels to it, but anybody can do it. They just have to be okay with letting go of control, because your spirit can lead you. You can let go of control with the mind, get out the mind and be in the body and go with the flow of what your spirit is guiding you towards. Because spirit is so subtle, and that's the low key really what spirituality is being able to, one, protect your energy. Okay, protect your energy at all costs, and learn how to cleanse your own energy, you know. And a lot of that is with intention, with breath. Breath is obviously the most important thing that we can do. But with that one breath, you have the ability to change your entire environment. You know what I mean? So you could, with whatever intentions you got, people use like, I use incense, Palo Santo, you know, some people use sage, like to cleanse their spaces, but, you know, with using those tools, you still gotta have intentions. You still gotta know what it is that you're trying to do. You know what I mean? But cleansing your space, your energy, is only gonna make it a lot smoother and easier for you to listen to spirit, to peep the subtle guidance that spirit is pushing us towards. You know what I mean? You know, and encouraging us to let go of control. You know, I feel like you really got two choices. You can feel in your body, or you can be in your head. It's kind of how I'm seeing it right now during this time. And sometimes being in our body can feel heavy. Meditation. If it feels uncomfortable to be in our own skin, the best thing we can do is connect with nature. Give all of your problems to nature. And when I say to nature, I mean like actually go outside, exactly what I'm doing right now. Sit on the ground, put your feet in the grass, and give all of your problems to nature. I got water behind me too. I got a lake right here behind me. So what's happening right now is I'm actually connecting with the elements. I'm connected with the ground, which is earth. Connected with the water, which is water. Fire, I would say, is just the inner flame, the inner light that's inside me that's also being reflected from the sun. And air, you know, which is the wind that is around us and that we have the opportunity to breathe. So I'm connecting with the elements right now, and all that's gonna do is help my energy field cultivate energy that's meant to be in my space. So like, this is what life is supposed to be about. Life is supposed to be about healing, connecting, understanding yourself, your body, even your mind too. And like, we can get into that stuff. I mean, understanding your mind is all about, in my opinion, understanding the stars. So I feel like it's a whole different video. I'm gonna stick to, you know, what I believe is meant for us as spiritual individuals, beings of light, what we should be practicing, learning how to take care of ourselves in every way, mentally, spiritually, physically, you know what I mean? So just had the energy to really come on here and share some stuff, and I'm happy I did. I'm happy that you got to also, I guess, fill me out too, connect with my energy. But you know, it's what life is all about, and know that there's no such thing as right or wrong. But give yourself grace is the most important thing that we're supposed to be doing too. Because it's not meant for us to be judging ourselves so hard. Don't judge yourself, bro. You didn't know any better. Your past, leave it where it's at. Be where you are right now. Be where your feet are. Take advantage of your time. Take up space. It's for the men and women. Doesn't matter, bro. Like, this earth is freaking beautiful, okay? And this earth is so beautiful that it was literally created by God, by Source, for us to heal. We're just not taking advantage of it as much. That's my opinion on it. Like, and people will go out the country to see how beautiful the world is, which is true, but the United States is beautiful too, okay? Don't get it twisted. And I hate that I just called it that. The land of Tamari is beautiful. Beautiful, bro. Like, it's crazy. But, you know, I love you guys. Wishing you love, abundance, prosperity, and healing on your journey. And we'll tap in soon. Peace.